Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Neil here, and today you probably noticed that there's an extra big smile on my face. That is because this Jackson here inside this box is what I would say is just about my dream Jackson. Okay guys, so before we get started, I just want to say that down there below in the description there's a Thomann affiliate link, okay? Whenever you go through that link and you go in the search bar and search for any gear at all, when you purchase it, it really helps me out this end and helps support what I do here for you guys. Right, let's get into it. I'm not going to waste too much time unboxing this guitar. I'm excited, slightly nervous as well, because I have been waiting for this guitar for quite a while, but it's actually turned up a couple of months earlier than I expected. So, super excited. Let's get into it. So this guitar, guys, is a Jackson American Series soloist. This is the SL2mg. So this is actually not the new series from this year, which is the DX is one over there behind the camera. So the SL2DX has Seymour Duncans in, and the SL2mgs have EMGs in. Now, I like both of those pickups. I like both of those pickups, so it's all good for me either way. If I've got EMGs in a guitar, I tend to down tune my guitar, so this guitar will probably end up in drop C. However, when I get into this guitar, I've brought the strings in and everything, I'm going to do a shootout between the SL2DX and also the SL2mg, keeping the original strings on everything like that, just so you guys can see, or should I say hear, the difference between the EMG tone and the Seymour Duncan JB. Right, let's get into it. And yeah, I did just stab myself in the leg with my knife there while I was talking. Like I say, there's a lot of boxes that the SL2DX ticked, and that's what I was kind of talking about mainly, how these new American Series soloists tick tons of boxes for me. And when you look at the spec sheet and everything, and then the playability, and obviously a Jackson soloist or a Dinky for that matter, it feels like home to me anyway, because I've played that many of them for so long. So this one in particular is slightly special because it's actually in my favourite Jackson colour ever, which is Lambo Orange. Now, if that wasn't enough to get me excited about this guitar, then also it is actually satin Lambo Orange. I love satin feel and the satin feel on the neck, and I love the look of satin guitars. I think they look a bit more modern, and I just prefer satin, you know. So with this being Lambo Orange and satin as well, as soon as I saw this thing, I think it was 2024 when they were first released, if I'm not wrong, I was like, wow, you know, one day, somehow, one way or another, I'm going to have one of those guitars. So I'll just get this out of the box. Obviously it comes with a, I always forget the name of these cases. They're basically made from foam, but they're pretty heavy duty and sturdy, and they're almost like having a hard shell case, but it's not, it's lighter and a bit less hassle actually, and it's not as rugged. Okay, I describe these cases best, because I've had a few of these on the channel before. I describe these cases as being perfect if you're out there gigging regular and you are in a car and it's going to go in the back of the car with your amps and stuff. Probably not ideal if you are going to be loading vans and things like that. You're probably going to want to get a hard case. But yeah, I think it's great that they've included a case with these guitars. These are made in America, obviously, the American series, and I think it's great that you can get one of these now, you know, an American-made Jackson for, I think some of them, when they've been out a couple of years, like the Virtuoso and stuff, for some of them you can pick up around the 1,800, 1,700 mark even as well. So that's pretty cool. Usually they drop at around the 2,000, 2,100 if they're fresh out models usually, but I think it's great that, you know, you can get one of these made in America guitars, and also I think it's great that the spec is high on them as well, because that's something that's really important. Right, let's get into it, because I really want to just play this thing and touch it and see what it's like in the flesh. I've bigged this guitar up for a while on my channel before I've actually seen it, which is a bit of a big gamble, because it's got a lot to live up to now, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, I've seen, there's only about 2 or 3 videos of this guitar up. Stay Metal Ray, he's not called that anymore, but he got one. He had kind of the same opinion of it as me, and he looked like he really loved his. Don't know if he's still got that guitar, whether it was a loaner or what, but whew, come on, we're going in. Oh, right, it looks awesome. I was expecting it to be covered in some kind of foam and that, but I think the guys at Jackson have set this up for me. Wow. Oh, it looks amazing. The American series, when you open the case, the smell that comes out of fresh paint is absolutely gorgeous. It's like they've just sprayed it, especially for you. I'm not going to go out of the case anymore. I need to get this guitar out and show you guys. Oh, it's awesome. That is awesome. It is exactly what I expected it to be, looks-wise. Like I said, a Lambo Orange is one of my favourite colours. There's a hardtail version of this guitar out now, guys, as well. It didn't really come out until 2025 this year. So I feel like the paint's joking me. So yeah, that's interesting because I would like a hardtail version as well. And I talked about, oh my God, it smells amazing. I talked about these guitars in my last video when I was doing the DX unboxing, which there's still a playing video of the SL2 DX to go up. It's filmed and everything, it's ready to go. That won't be long off. But I talked about how they're a bit addictive. Once you get one, you kind of think, oh, I won't mind a gloss one, you know, I won't mind a Lambo Orange one, obviously. I mean, this is the best colour for me by a mile, but wow, it's like a metallic orange, but it's in satin. The board on this one, guys, is really black. Like, so on the SL2DX, that some of you guys noticed, a couple of you guys noticed that the board it was almost, had a lot of grain going on and a couple of different colours in there, which I liked. It gave it a bit of, looked a bit, you know, made it look nice and a bit different and a distinctive, made the guitar look distinctive. This guitar's not like that at all. This guitar is ebony, and you know, it's unmistakably ebony as well. EMG 81, EMG 85, metal classics for me, used them live for years, in this guitar here actually. And you know, things like when you've got, for instance, a PV 6505 Tube Screamer, EMG, EVH, whatever, they work just great for metal, super tight for the fast tracking wrists and everything, which is why I like them in drop C. But wow, this guitar, it just looks absolutely awesome. I love the headstock. You know, it's got that satin orange obviously going on, and the black just looks mean and awesome. You know, it just looks great. It looks that good, the guitar, I'm almost scared to move it around in case I hit anything. The action is super low. So the DX I unboxed last week was set up amazing out of the box. I don't need to move anything on that guitar. Maybe if I change strings or something like that to a different gauge or change tunings, but this guitar, it's a bit out of tune on the low E. Everything else is not far off, to be fair. Good old locking up for you there, but it feels amazing. I don't want to touch it. I feel like I'm going to ruin the paint, but the action's super low. I'm going to show you close up just how low that action is. I've never done this before, really. Don't know if you can see there how low it is. And obviously your EMGs, for those guys out there that are wondering what you kind of do with EMGs as far as pickup heights go, I always have them in line with the board at that height, straight across flat. EMGs like to be close to the strings, and that's exactly what they've done here in the setup. So I wonder if it's factory setup or whether it is actually being re-set up. I can't see because it's damn dark. Satin Lambo Orange. Doesn't really tell me much else, but yeah. So we've got go-to tuners on there. Floyd 1500 for the bridge, where you've got the titanium screws, a bit of an upgrade there, and also your Floyd arm goes in there without the collar and everything, all that hassle. Just goes in there, you can tighten it with an Allen screw and have it, whether you can have it loose and flopping around like some people go, I like mine kind of medium, so it stays where I leave it, but has a bit of movement in it. But yeah, wow, I'm so happy with this guitar, I can't stop looking at it. I want to just go look at it, to be honest with you. I'm going to put some close-ups on my TikTok and my Reels and my shorts as usual. It just looks amazing, absolutely gorgeous. Like I said, they couldn't have got it any more right for me. There was once, on the Jackson website, there was once a guitar builder thing, and I once made a King V in satin orange Lambo. Very similar to this, but had binding on everything. And it looked absolutely awesome, so I sit down nowadays, so King Vs, I don't play that King V as much as I probably should. But yeah, wow. It looks fantastic, guys. I'm going to do a comparison video between this guitar and the SL2DX, like I said. And at the end of this video, I'm going to have a quick chug around on this thing once I get it in tune. So we've got it in drop D. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Enjoy the chugs on the end. I'll see you all very soon. Please do not forget to use my affiliate links. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up. But more importantly, comment below about this guitar and what you think of it, because I just think it's absolutely... it's just gorgeous. It's everything. The page is so strong. It's everything I wanted it to be. And I just love it. Yeah, can't wait to play it. Thanks very much. I'll see you all soon.